All right, this video I'm gonna show you how you can work on your graphing atmospheric data assignment, specifically working on preparing the graphs. So first thing that you need to do is make sure that you use Keynote or Numbers. We're going to be creating a line graph, and the Google Suite doesn't work on your iPad. So let's just get that out. So I was going to use Keynote. Give yourself a blank page, and now I'm just going to kind of show you the instructions as we go along so you can see that. You've got to add a 2D scatter graph. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. So in order to do that, I'm going to click the plus button in Keynote, and I'm going to go over to where there's graphs. And the scatter plot would just be the one with the little pluses. That's the 2D scatter plot. And they just put in filler data. So letter B in your instructions says click edit data. So when I click on the graph, I see edit data. I select that. And what I'm going to do here is I need to look in my document to determine what it is that I'm graphing anyway. So it wants, the first one it wants is a graph of air temperature versus altitude. So let's just look at the instructions. Here's my data table. Altitude is that first column, and air temperature. So I'm just going to keep track of those things. So I'm going to do that. So my X should be my altitude. Okay, so I'm going to type in my 0, 5, 10, 12, 20, and I'm just going to stop there. Just gonna delete all of these ones I don't need. Now I'm going to start entering in my Y data. So in my Y column is going to be my air temperature. So where it says May right here, I'm going to actually type in air temperature. Try to remember your Tlunk rules and give me your units, which is going to be degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to write a capital C. All right, so now I'm going to put in my values. 20. All right, and that's good for now. So now I've got to get rid of all of these. Delete. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to click done. And I've now got my data right here. So what I need to do now is I want to give myself a title. Now remember, in Tlunk, we always name the Y versus X axis. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So in the formatting, so you've got to have your graph highlighted. So now I'm going to press the formatting paintbrush, and I'm going to click the part that says chart, which I'm already in. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit until I see title. All right, so there we just saw a little title thing pop up here. So I can edit that. It should be named according to our Tlunk rules. Oh boy, he's running away. Wait 1 minute. So just pressing on the title and then naming it our Y versus X axis. So this is going to be air temperature versus altitude. All right, so that part's done. Now I am over in, now I have to work on my labels. I'm at part D. In the formatting, go to Style, Labels, and then turn the Y and X axis names on and label it. So, I am selecting my formatting bar. It told me to go to Style. And now I see my labels. So down here, I see value X axis, an axis name. I need to click it And now it's on, and I need to do the same thing for the y-axis. So I'm going to start putting those in. So value of my x-axis, don't forget your units. Altitude, in this case, the altitude is in kilometers. So I put a km. There it is. And then I do the same thing with my y-axis. Again, I'm doing air temperature, which is my y. So I write air, temperature, and I'm in degrees Celsius. So again, you can just put a C there. All right, so I've done that. The next thing I need to do is letter E. In the formatting chart, select chart and then select trend lines, moving average. Okay, so let's find here. I need to, again, select my graph. I press, oops, that's the wrong button. I need to press the paintbrush. Oh, I'm not in the slide. Okay, so if it's not showing you what you should be seeing, then make sure that your graph is highlighted. Now click my formatting. I'm inside of chart, and I need to go down to trend lines. So down at the bottom, the second thing from the bottom, we see trend lines, and right now it says none. I'm going to change that. So I click none, and I'm going to say moving average. Okay, so there's my trend line. Now all I need to do is take a screenshot and insert that into my document. You're all done.